ngaro na la wato kuma ta bak asira linga da fo ko nyu found dinkira
hey elafta maboro la bank kalpo e fa igiso e seo na yuna jang ibadin kiyato kati yuna wallet ibe falindiro ke kan sandiri nyat
ni la yuna wallet o si muna fanno tulo yabo mano kandrin en fen jama isi sanno la yuna wallet o kono yalla kamo soto ila wallet o kono
alkana la konda no tay kafi yuna wallet anatan tolle bukan na balwo fanondi abe sono yaren ko bulu podo nela mobile scan yo science ise maboro ke wato men diate
ko be sandro ke fangole ba ko ba ke kan dimbalem isi ngi lonko e sandro ke yona enterprise wato wati anela yona wallet tola ibe lan kamo soto kay la wallet o kono
alina nga kafun nanyi yuna dimbayal kan kasandiro ke yuna bitikoto alina kata nyin ko kentat na sura fa lolu si sandiro kije se maboro fanan keje
moro jundiana nyum ko di mabal din kadeda
badigol ngal bismillah na show ton kamin ke jang arami so aramasi Kerr Fatou ngal ne ko famata jando mandi for about 3 weeks man nanan nga sise ko nda ko ke bayri ni sunkaro keta fonse dum ne kala mordi ala folo jande kanana bar sunkaro bandalen salita say na Mr. Darboe welcome to the show famata na show ton say grand banta baleta
grand banta bakadi ale de
je ka dule
again ke tentu kanji akotenke ila nyim programme oto famata jantale barbitum ko ya fo nyame do bato sunkaro ya mota morole ko atel mo
dolmo morole
sis toure morole ko toure 40
mori toure
mankara mori toure 40 woli itu
wala tinani sunkaro sita foka breakta kadum kono kadwal do malike salo kata nyadi sunkaro kata nyadi politician ol ka sunkaro ni salo observe nyadi
well ntafo no la for general trend lamo bare nsafo no nte ka kenyamen taka sunkaro nyakata man nyame follow ka jele ko sikatoke nsema ko roke no damen sunte rangla sunkar sukro so fat koke and activities nol fanan katala bakele political activities katala bakele tel tura kundankolu aliye tarbol karandi menna ko do mon dim fananke ka fen karang kuran ninto samandani suto ani kana felo de mandinke yes nte la karola nkole ke ba ngaji fanan kafa kom polisanol jama fanan bijet ngaji kafa ko fanal kole ke bay be fanal mu muslim wolleti adi kata muslim wolleti me yaron kafa ko e dino nyi ya kanu adu dino nyi ka nyanta ko nyanta tamara je nyame ngaji ka kole ke so no ntafana kafuka ngado ta sede ya ban jikita kafuko abebo nyale
bina duro nindu de programme ko bina cool to mimbe ko balul ni cool to sunkaro ko mol balu tala nyame bina woto bari jama ni nga so ko masin ka ko masin na wala what's trending mo le trend kan bi mimbe trend kan banko ka wala standard newspaper ye story minke kafuko Mansakunda 40 million le contract to 7 media houses Puruka Mansala agenda promote as a politician number one but also somebody member no Mansakunda kono ne nyisi famwe what do you think first
well mankana manklo kono wolon kafuko media houses nolu well objectivities wal nyanta mankala society kono ibe kale kan wolda eba karfo le dunke dala ba moma ya lon kafa ko abe do morinde kan wo ite kukela membo diminna so wala tonya nen tanga kafa ko la bole city kan pour ka tonya fo mem ya lon kafa ka manya na kala so commence ko ndame wolon kafa ko alin jankundi
ko pour que la agenda promote
wala mjankundo da tele femfe ita ke jankundi ke nyinyandi hanin fam yaron kafako amman kekun bare ya pendu ay nyinya ay kalanke ya wada kafako to nyati jeto damira kafako nara ka be media le mako kanu enyanka kala across the board both print and electronic media ya di bele kana do kana fem especially the establishments yolo damra ka ko nyanta di de bela bawo nyimu national cake lom so national cake ni mo be nyanta attending sort la jeto la hani be siala nyoti ana be siala nyoti ban be nyanta attending sort la jeto ban nak ndem society ka menye nga sawno minister of information wo be mun nekela wo nyanta kala mun nekela man sekundaye ba na man sekunda programme ono wala agenda nyol code promote minister of information nyanta mun nekela
we have the Office of the President, the Communication Unit, Government Spokesperson, Information Ministry,
that's right.
And
so
then the National Broadcaster.
That's right. So wale ati nanko Minister of Information bijeto wal nyanta munekela. Kan ngamre tele nyanta kela multi me alon ka ko man sakunda la agenda man sakunda programo kata ka yitandi molla fahamro men mantra molye mol me ram ke man fahamo ko to ye fahamo ndiala ni man sakunda ko kuke yamwe itelle nyanta ka yitandi banko molla ni na man sakunda nyata anyini ke yamwe me bit nyanta benkela no wala minister of information wala budget yo augment no ya barka nyanta ka di tarin ten male mun criteria le use itelle fan ya no telefon ya le mun criteria use pour kodonye ka tala ni media house war wulo tema.
So another question me anko mojawaba riskan I know ko what we know from this volume. I mean, I think 6 months ago I raised this when dollar advertisement contracts were cancelled, and from months back. But when I had an interview with Pamodu, I said this, and I said there was a meeting that happened, and Mia ko sama volume. Iko president at one day got frustrated. Ako molkata Kerr Fatou ka te kajafi molkata membe kerin ka kajafi mobu ka defend. So when he said that, he was very frustrated about that. According to what we know, then, a call from the Minister of Information, and this is not Dr. Sisela time, this was Queen Jamila time. They had a meeting with the President and Office OP Molo. They call Otomfananga Media Dolu Empower, meaning along sena agenda push no. And it was after the mayoral election, what time? So you remember one time Sidinjai was telling me I told him PRT and all the stuff. So, during that time, I did know about this, and I even said it in an interview. I refused to mention all the stuff, but I did hear about it. So around that time, it happened. But when it happened, it was OP themselves who selected the list. And I said to these people, I don't blame the media houses, but it's the people, because what you're trying to do, division or nati, media houses all team. Because being in discuss, media house don't me as a miracle. Dolmang were upset because we didn't get it, they got it. So obviously what you're trying to bring is to divide and rule. Senegal, Macky Sall, this is what he did in the Senegalese media, to buy out all the media houses and bring a divide and rule between Fajir and other media houses. So it brought something disunity among them. And so ninga si faje abe mari hakilo sambala woka. But when that happened, some of them will say, oh, you went through the process. You got through the process, restricted tender. But honey restricted tender, at least you can put outlet. You go through the procedures and all of that. That never happened. This is not an advertisement. This is like a PR phone call. And if it's a restricted tender, why did the list come from OP? That's what the permanent secretary said in the list. Do you think politically, as a political leader, do you think at all as politicians, this is to raise some concerns for you? Because Natra, all these 7 media outlets are contracted to push the agenda of the government, but also the party by extension. How does that disadvantage parties who are operating in this country?
Yes, obviously, yake dalila kama. But before then, Mamira President Adama Barrow or anybody mazakunda imanya na media house ala kafko kata ke kaja fijetole. Mamira, kaman kadko kajafo is too strong in word. It's too strong a word. But ngamira fang. Hanatra ko itala medium nyum. Wala membe keri, wala any other media house.
King FM.
Me alon kafoko wale ko me nyabo. Eka kuma fwema ila mol samba jeto. Yeta diamu ila kuoto. Yala bara nyima ya ita ni mwana. Nata kafoko iko melka jeto melka kaja filo. Yame moli arrangement ke mel kata jeto wala ta jet mel kaf kete ka jafia adu mota bande bulu mel ko fisnano le Kerr Fatou isnano le membe keri isnano KFM yame quote on quote once kuna agenda nye ya promote ya explain obviously what a buy no like kono bari nyi ko nga fo nyame nyi ilaf mo le kadala ka mo dendi nga media houses ñol dol jale no even before today. Wolu UDP stuff. Obuk appear jet at all.
Yeah.
Femfe yalon kavoko appear jeto about UDP is always negative. But remember UDP color in good light. So Waltal will maintain, and I don't need to mention them.
Yeah.
But on Tanganyika for Kavoko, Honorable Mama Kande, Nabe Bengla Dawada, woman news event.
Yes.
Every media house nyanta tala jeto le. Yeta a member jeto, yala kumolta, ya disseminate ila media platform auto. Honorable Halifa Sallah, na tata Dawada, they are public here.
Yeah.
Media house, media nyanta tala jelo.
Yeah.
Yata. The same thing with UDP and the same thing with NPP.
Yeah.
Bari ka media houses nyol ye fambo, media houses dolo. Yel fambo ke party dola nenti. Ka party dola agenda co-promote against other parties. Woman correct. Mafko kana lo kana barina ibe treat equally. Namira wo wala correct. Kan ngajel ka ko banta ba mol kana jantel after until last appearance.
My Fati, the last show was with Honorable My Fati.
Na last appearance janto ni ndo kelom fenke konjera
Talibo
we are here and our discussion was very cordial and be diamuta bankola kola men ngaje nyamen wala nyanta kon wala kan nyanta kala kuti men nyanta continue.
Yeah.
But really kabankola fanko tan wala kan nyen fanko I mean discriminatory treatment of people because those people who felt that injustice has been done to them
Yeah.
I don't know the slaughter. Kafolako wolaka kanwali na tibanko kan. Ite bola meeting to eko national dialogue. Me yalon kavoko alafta kambeka kilinti.
Yeah.
Ena na tabe kul kala me yalon ka be ngwarin la nyoma. Wo manke kuti me yalon kavoko banko la na falo. Malo jumali president advice nyina. Malo. But Melia advice ala. I'm sure in the next 3-4 days, President Benjamin Befa Fang Benjamin Falakav ko hani ngalo nun takela ten.
Yeah.
I'm sure of that.
But
Can you makav ko make style?
Yeah.
Well sometimes President Kavar ko make sal ko ayaketene.
But I'm not watching the Labama watching.
Gavt maskal ko akaketene. But molka ku karanyola le.
Yeah.
You know, but ngambra menyanta ngaku kendo karanyola. Wole nyenyata dambe ku karanyola me yalon kavko abe choko le natla. Ndamangal tema. Anumbe tembel to me yalon kavko kamme man sula choko la. Sulata menna te ben kamben. Sulata wadamane ni wato ni bejamano men.
Important. I think, just like Yafunyam, I think, I see a lot of commentary on social media and a lot of people even say, this was never in the Ministry of Information's budget. It was not budgeted for. Where did it come from? So it brings a lot of questions.
Unbudgeted expenditures, it can't cover there's a supplementary appropriation bill. Whatever color, a supplementary appropriation bill, to legitimize an otherwise illegitimate expenditure.
Yeah.
But an infamous budget niento. Ni oda panso, okay? For ya sukidulato. So ba sukinola nyadi supplementary appropriation bill. Yana ka fenke and ya slot in, kadali lon meliana ka foko really. Hani mama famba ila babule ka hani Minister of Finance ila nyuma kemba dalila.
Mojama in government's defense, Mojama ko even a lot of governments they pay a lot of money for PR, especially international PR firms, puruka government la reputation on nyandi because obviously that helps to bring donors also banko kamfana ni lafta banko dingole trust with the government, for example. people have to trust the government to be able to pay taxes. People have to trust government to be able to do certain businesses with government. So instead of paying that money outside to international firms, if they believe farms be banko kan jana minusa keno, that is also an explanation to say, yeah, it's justifiable. Government can spend money on PR, just like companies can do.
Well, yes, your for what's the argument then?
Yeah.
But when we cut abroad, well, PR is always outside.
Okay.
Yeah, government left a cooker ladder. In fact, more is lobbies no. Yeah. Government left a fender, United States. Yeah, the money in America for Tamanle, and they pay them. Yeah, but come for natra kafoko bankonye lafta banku dingle nganya ila go ila mansa kundala ilafta banku dinglu yafo ko nyina mansa kundala me alo ka wala sante ibe ko men ka correct minister of information na do ko nyanta kala munete wala do ko nyanta kala munete wala nyanta kake. Yes, so majadula ko tento da do bata aske do bata yakaran dulalto memma mo long. But nana mama gana kavoko ene nenye nyonke nana mama najira kavoko nana asike barnak yame meli anon kavoko wala nyanta nyi mansakunda na binyi banko kam men nyante la agenda promote la men nyante la agenda wafila o minister of information lete and the various sectors nyol mele ko be kere ibe la la communication officers
and the
PR unit, so that the Minister of Environment will be koku katakan in the as far as environmental matters are concerned. The communication officer member jeto unyata kado working and in collaboration with the Minister of Information. You can appear. I mean, you can appear on in public. Invite, media houses, come and hear brief on government building on issues concerning environment, and they'll take it. If new occasions, it is news item. For that, they'll have a special panel. Fatou. Mr. Drame, Mr. Gomez, yes, as a panelist, ila call for a momo menje, mazakunda kunye mato kafo. But other than that, all the ministries, the communication officers, who can do bebe tamakan or administrator, is a funula yakacha together with the Minister of Information, and we don't have to pay near 40 million. If not be fenjola, not be tabolonkono. To cover certain events there, or to do certain investigation. Of course, you might be fuel, night allowances, and so forth. You pay that to them, but not this one. When I don't know, because this cannot be in perpetuity. For your Malkiama, no. It has to be for a period, and we don't know what's the length of period.
This one is for 1 year. So it started some months ago. So I see a lot of people are saying, "Oh, don't pay," but 50% of the payment have been made. It's for 1 year. So hopefully.
1 year. Honestly, if I was head of state, I would strengthen the Minister of Information. Give them what they need, so that after young kunya. They'll do it, and they'll do it well. I have no doubt about that. I know there are some capable people.
They are capable.
Jeto. They can do it. And this should not be used. NPP promoter. It shouldn't be, because this is government.
What's the difference between NPP and the government?
Well, NPP government, NPP, Walla party is the ruling party.
Yeah.
But that government, that NPP is different from the government of the Gambia. The government of the Gambia certainly oversees everybody. There are people working in the government of the Gambia, on that government. They are not UDP, they are not NPP. They may be GDC or DOI, or they do not belong to any political party.
Yeah.
So government and party, should really be distinguished. Parties, they come into power and leave, but the government stays permanently. In the ordinary course of events, head of civil service shouldn't change.
Yeah.
If there's a change if there's a change. It shouldn't change. The permanent secretaries should not leave office or should not be forced to leave office because a party has won an election and the party then in power is out. No, it shouldn't.
Talking about governance and changes, that brings me to the Senegalese situation. Of course, the new government came and the Secretary General, who's been with Macky for 20 years, is still the Secretary General because government is continuity.
Yes.
The protocols and some of those people. Now, a lot of people call UDP ning Pastef lo call similar kadomande. By obviously 22 years, UDP kelol kete tolle fata tolle batata tata prison mol fata solo sandenyol. Obviously April 14, you guys went to jail for change keta. Pastef fanangaje wo sifa leketa. Exactly 10 years ago, le Pastef was born. Into their first election, they came third in Senegal with 19. They have a radical belief. The belief is very radical. And a lot of people at the beginning did not believe in them. But with all of this, more coming from Kelo min betaki, Usman Sonko eko min betaki. Ala funding kill ni min tata prison na fintita nang aka fo en tata no hijolan den demon umra ñu gendasi mol ba fule ko ziar na la be finkela. Their conviction, they believe in the project, they believe so much in what they were doing for be ala nata min keta bi niya jube UDP. What similarities you with the UDP in Pastef tema, and is there anything UDP can learn from this Pastef scenario?
Well, UDP in Pastef lo kamanjam fanyola we were all struggling or fighting against a government that was entrenching itself in power, doing everything to ensure that it doesn't lose grip of the. He doesn't lose power at all, or he doesn't lose office at all. It was the same thing with UDP. We suffered the same thing as Pastef leader suffered. He was accused of rape, taken to court, and he was not found guilty of rape. I was accused of murder. I was prosecuted here for 5 years, and I was found not guilty. My boys were Madiana 14, Solos and others. They were Kitty Olajanto for violating one law, and they got free. Solos Sanden alone. Yatra in Brikama for holding a town hall meeting in Tanje without a permit, which turned out to be false. So we went through the same things. And the torture, I don't have to suffer. I'm not sure whether the people of Pastef suffered that.
Yes.
It is, of course.
Honey, the women's affairs minister right now, although she went to prison.
Yes, although we accept this fact, Kavako, during demonstration, there were lots of lives in Senegal.
55 people.
Gambia. But then, people died in torture chambers. Janto. And it was UDP Nkolo. So Nila Kulu afankata bakele amuliata mbake. Maybe Messi Fatando Kedamang is Hanyo.
Yes.
Hanyo. You pare kafa. Maybe woman jamaman soto funding ke kono. In fact, solo sanding. Kami solo sanding fada. When kami telephone titano. Funding ke man trajeto. Abe keba. So by funding ke ma imo hanyo soto.
Compared to Senegal. Al
ngani long for I think it was in 2014 or so. Na model mela ko ikaktrabanta. Ika jija jeto ika kumabe ika yaja matak je paka. na da hol la janto ay da ko ñi den dangerous ne ñi den dangerous ken du jël chance ak ñoom but bo hani bal yalla wote ba nak ibe banta ibe fa mun ana ni be janto ita kala mel be jante ba kala so molla hanyolo wala maga klenti ida ni silandi ko nga moto le nati jikando le bala yama and waya kende hani lafta menna e ma ibuka nyala so wolom difference ote but alhamdulillah no difference o amanke kutin teme an ko nimisa kulum bawo nanga make it kamenje wolon ka fondinki olje ibi bunki dola ifrol belari mbe dol ka wo ak no ke tan fondinki fulalo sabala janto do mbalo na ka foko gambia ya buta noto de so wo juso soto ka foko mbe bullet face la ngam fa op security no le fem ken no malafi o militancy la malafi just
ni gambia jibe in Senegalese revolution in the past 3 years or from 2021 to be people like me and so many other people ngamara nga Senegal loi min fongolo mawolong Gambia because of all the things that min keta and it has changed a lot of young people the perception about politics about banko momo dentamimna mobe tamu minti moy dengala and then how
of course yalo Henry Gomez ga wol mobe balu
obviously yes and a lot of people are very energized with the positive situation and then ngaje in other countries you particularly lola katole because people are energized with the fengol imagine Usman Jomai bewa yesunkaro ngane city president 10 days before Salo Jomai inaugurated as the president of the republic
Sunkaro
alale ya fongo tandi Senegal after everything makisala sembo anala power anala kuwa I mean beke changes keta because the people were determined. Do you think Senegal situation or more in Africa inspired Kenyans? Do you think Gambians can learn anything and be inspired for 2026?
Well men yolang ke fantola pastef la
hani omankumaya
pastef me pastef ulende animal be pastef kono ya ko ilata la nyame dankenata la nyame wala important bawo ke fan lo tola pastef la ebe kuma bal fola ebe wodi ni police soldier binal you run away you disappear no man ke pastef there has to be the conviction wala nyanta tala jeto and yes adoba Africa kono asake nole like fonko kita nyame the Arab Spring kita nyame like the Arab Spring kita nyame it started in Tunisia and then spread ni France ke no wanyala barnak molle nyanta lala wulita ko men kama inyanta lala wala akanake da kuna kumo damante
that right there molle nyanta lala that right there ngaminje and I see that one time MC Chami Asafe in a story when he was referencing Pastefla for the funding kill advice ganko niya jube Pastefla entire executive ila militants hani more killing. Like you cannot even count more killing. Me party abandoned Katama Kisalaka. Even after everything that they went through. Entire executive was in jail. Minube banda ye be Brazilian like single bala. Nimu support even businesses that were come Copper Express. Many along they were racing through from those for goal. You will be strong. Hani support is a business or so you call kera. But there was not a single time where I've akoleatale fontata mansakunda. But in tolle be funding kel moje. Na akoleata domande akamza kom be Kerr Fatou. Yenda sponsorship be kuntu. Yembali cool be yembal be go he cool kolata marum fananga ta mansakunda ya. It seems like Gambian funding K is so cheap for us. We want it so quick. We want it aynyanta sotola naman soto na koleta nte kolea batula. For at some point, people have to understand, it has to be tough before it gets better. And it seems like jang wale lagta. Have you observed that as well?
Amanda funding called Damana. Kula mayalo gambe belto. Kebal fanal bako. Muskunda kekunda fanal bako na le. You know, but memo gam for conviction and Gambian ko ye pare ka kole ya take. Ye ka ko kemi sen jambe nyong. Ka bring NCP time. Fortumo mene ba appoint la ambassador kemi sen jambe kole ya damana kono. But I'm magic because Allah has conviction. Kaf ko nyina correcta. Kemi sen ma foko. Ya but at opposition yala.
Anko moy balake.
But at opposition yala kemi sen ma fo. Mel kava ko batata opposition yala wali menje politiko to wolon kava ko nga fenji de memendo wala banko nyin inyata wala bare funding ko lu of course ni ka mengani yeye ne lafta wala oto ibe daji ko le sodla kadi ko nyimbe bo daji ko le te wato dolo moy ka to nyen droke ne fature ko ke ala ture kundan ko la ni ture kundan ko ka ketene no do ya ka man ke ture kundan ko di so hadama ding la daji ko ni ya ma wala ka expose ten adun nemu abuka ka ko lunkilin kulo mo e mari inaka balule naka wule naka kulule ya ma fo ye moya si and kabiri dindimma ibida school to moment ya ma nin kole alko be takla ikata kulleke imanya na melka so ino le ka grow for ye dunia hajol kono nita ko ya ma ila dingla salbayo ya ma wala kole ya tema so ibe ku ko tenkela men sakna so salbayo sot no ba sot no la bar ita salbayo ko sot la ko tenke me ya le ta sot la kadu wala fta mena yo kele so is conviction lamo conviction me yalon kaf ko daji ko le kasa adu ngani men fa manke fondi ko damante waldo jam fondi ko tal siata manke fondi ko damante ade ke bali yake le muswali yake so mojamali yake
now let's look at
anika businessman for yes tonya dom man businessmen on opposition on alten staff for UDP businessmen yol dol bijeto imallaf kanje hani kan tofo idala imallaf yala ise dunia mu karan sulete de on be private practice ne mo jamalo ko dun de client and so forth bari beba tambala de nar kundato mo kilin da han manjare ngato
ya funyele interview to one time the family too
yes so wolo bar be mem ka ko na interest momenti bole protect la so self preservation maybe itamo jala no wala ba itamo mutalo no ka tonya de lafta na banko la de bar naaje lafta na banko la ka kuke na banko mbeke kundine kadu ni mantra ke kundi be bunta kuke no la na banko so yeta kuke mo ma menjiki
so it brings to next one go. For how long can more kilometer opposition and how painful is that kind of situation? Number one, nibe private practice la ibe do kola koditi yo bal minu be nyanta na le ite sod la kayla karo foma hani la fa fema do bi la fa ka sang. I remember when we did your documentary to even play it on some media, it was tough. I remember that. And then, more telefila fongo ka associate because it was still in mansa be jala nyami. 22 years. For how long can that continue though? And how alio manage no nyade for baby mentor? Still be able to operate.
Dajiko and conviction. Daji katale. No man dajiko so no fanal tenu fanale jong mandigol kam fanal mata ko jong. ba nga daji ko le soto adum nga conviction le soto lata UDP bela la dalilolo lata lale ko lata Muhammad Badin wala nyamin lata UDP la dalil ko no mela no kaf ko lata UDP la dalil la ko illata Jesus Christ la preaching no la nyamin so I don't know the moment han ko buke samba en tambo lan tela kaf ko opposition ya ko leata always ko da kaf ko nyimbe falin nale adu falin be kelale wo lata wala le and wala fankatina baluta palyo nyin katano wala yakene bi dol tata butan kuna tata ibe muru kannan kadi ko tata dol fanko ka ko tata sama man wala Allah ta sama man ni sama bande kamuru ya so ko kadi ko tata sama man wala ina kamuru tana kadi tata sama man wala damen yame sene banko kende ti jeto ismen do kuno fo fen sorti jeto fo so because it tell be tata men won kaf ko banko la ko bari tata yaji kaf ko banko la ko man tanye to ko tan kede ko dene be nyeto woto batu ngata nka banko la ko fo damen no fo yele mo keta ngakta woto ngak continue ka banko la ko fo jeto fo yele mo skeno ko tanke
Mr. Darboe nga banko la ko jibe sai covering some time back a press conference organized you were looking at the economic situation banko la ko iko silandabe je in fact you quoted ko Gambia la julo membe kunto bi atata 4 billion keme anintang. I remember Kabire okay fact check Gambia, they fact checked you because yes the numbers are high but your number mean for is inaccurate. But I can correctly say a few days ago it all for not a fact check le iko Mr. Darboe mean for Tonyalo. The Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs few days ago a press conference organized ako na julo mimbe kunto julo da mimbe Gambia kunto kabring itolwe mansakundata la 7 years go ngamra 40 something billion be abe 110 billion ntolma maringol fango to julo banjola and it continues akataka continue wala nyama who will solve nola nyadile how is that helping the ordinary Gambian ntolmi yalon ko bade lal mimbe jang be ends me mang ibuka ibulo fango boy ko ben how is that significant Nia iba explain the ordinary Gambian.
Well, first follow ganyo for kavko ndam kata rafigo folade kavko kemelomo muwannomo mbokatare ala okela ninga figo for what isalon kavko wala correct de sila dronka kumo miram fire dron pour ka manso kunda kyojaw ya ninga kuma fani hanin kute yawa na patla credibility hannu wote nte fang as a person na credibility both be rankment in my profession and be alpha ya parasamento banko kan manya na ka kumol fomela no kafuko amanke kuma sotorente so ninko ko talulum kana hakil flaso to but nyin kombe nyin ko mba gaina no la nyaadile follow da panso me yalo ko man nafa soto an nge bonde nge tujeto ikanyi $40 million so menta ya ka foten yalo man sakunda so tano lo no aina domestic debt I do service soto jeto amre boke no la ha bari ko nga fo nyame o ya yitani ya me ka ko nyi is not budgeted for man ta budget to so a supplementary appropriation bill memina mentada o ko do bobo la mida ngam ipita le ko go back eta domestic borrowing so na julo ibole la fa kanje to ko tenke tama ka fu commence ko really nyanta menkela wala expenditures meli alon ka fu ko they are not necessary me to jeto ko alinje projects nolo alinyo to jeto ko sanji tan saban fula sada da be janto tumo ne be coup d'etat kala Gambia la dalasi will become a convertible currency because economy yole tembu you know ko do babul come for ila code kotita according to ila fonko ila bayo you know lafta yen debe ko sira ni da continue ma ko sira continue be debe no la nyaadi le so manyanna fambula la dépensol mel yalon kafako tonya abena batal nat la moli tonya ni road infrastructure no ke kan okay tanate ba nata kafka be fennat lanye yalla ni lodo manke toll roads de me yalon kafako isafako ibe ni ba apply la be fenne jola ni ta Senegal lo highways nyolo da toll roads nyolo ni be duna be fundla ka joro la ka you know and kafako OIC fonko binala ten wayadna fongam fandun kuto mensi batandi mamira nyanta kala. Let me tell you, Cabinet Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
Nintata lauda nkole kumbo ila mansekiwali. Yeah. Ngakuma stock minister, president kabringa meet kafai well na banko ndinomu na alpha president ni ya mama lafi femfena pour kanyembo banko nyen kake banko nyantangti. Yeah. Nim bang membina la ten muslimo la banglomo yawe tel mo jiati wallati war muslimo bela bangdom na abetata mo bele woto laftal atelier bulota tel mela tele fensoto surata fel mela ladi molla kana julta nkole denki mole the Saudi ambassador ka ko King Salman afama ayin so jamang la janto King Fahad Mosque da ko mba fule ko afanya King Salman ko nteko afana Gambia so hotel wala ka tola King Salman hotel la ka ko Gaddafi jamang di mo la jan yalla ka ngana arabol ka nyo kiliya ka ko Gaddafi jamang di afama nyenke King Salman fana fafuna and it appealed to him, and I can see from a face.
Yeah.
That was something very appealing to him. Those are the sort of things that Kamel post on. It's not a Julol Tala. Can I be better Jul Tala? Within 7 years, Jawara ni Jame, Alkangayan Kajamera Tiaro. Jawara ni Jame, Ibe Kafonyoma, Amantasi. Wabeng commune konkombe infrastructural development spenkela anyanta kala dia ban nyanta kala te pace me yalon ka foko atem batandila tenum bi de tarla kumbola ka ko debt servicing is taking a huge chunk of our budget at the même fangera domestic debt nyolo call service ba wo if they don't need foreign exchange for that but then the external debt nyolo
you need foreign exchange.
You need foreign exchange adu na daliso benyadi le to $1 so that natra $1,000 julole bela interest rate payment fankela ibamune jola about $60,000 or $67,000 yeah but because $1,000 so these are simple. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be an economist to know these things. These are ordinary common sense things.
Yeah.
Is it necessary? You know, could it be avoided?
Yeah.
Yes, it could be avoided. And really, we want development there. But I think still as in Sambano. Like the economy, I think we have to do something really to reverse the economy.
Exactly.
We have to do something to reverse it. There can you go better alaya long. Nadint agriculture senoto. Tanu nam fanje saya. Go. Danga program elonko banko ni atala ya ke kabilo de sene kabilo te. URR. Ya wulinyol sandunyol kata kantora nyolo. Ya be. Wo kotondo be kotondo le sen la jeto kotondo me yalla ka high quality yilla mo adu molbe la flala you know pour cotton fabrics nyolo seed fenkeno
yeah
after all wala na cotton jin risoto basse jeto yeah CRR yeah kabo karanta banyola kana up to Kauru
yeah
nyamina all this mo mani banko non wolte
Yeah.
insi mano senelo dulato ngam fam balundi na export fana yeah jara ning fanke not bank mbol kala mbetiyo le sen la wolto
Yeah.
you know high yield groundnut nyodo mela no kafako in the international market elafta mal akana kenyi chopo damante yeah kol sene wol dulato ata kala nyanta kafako eta fendu kotel fengal ka ni me mano sene ya wafi yeah you are especially now exporter you are bringing foreign exchange yeah meti often ke janna bitala important mano san abita CRR ita mano san jeto right now ngajal kafako maruo the rice is such high demand
Yeah.
ama mol si ite bulo do na ko to bang ananyolo so that you will produce rice sufficient enough come from feed and it's no export intella jamma fanna kombo nyum kam ko fruit farming sikeno jantole vegetable farming sikeno jantole yakodo ta yadon wolto o be men bonla yota yela silo do ko wala ikanata julota
Msira ngami fananje wala nni man kachala ni Mr. Mane kachata rabake and you know it's so alarming ni Allah sometimes it kasilale wala bankola national assets be mortgage kan I can call it. I mean I said this finance minister we said Mamburinjai was bad but I'm scared for ngaminja tela ala tenyuto sidiketa na ferio na bridge iko Africa 50 years
after 50
ya lease ni tolfongo figures mindi na ko feel bridge ko wala make every month ya calculate itoli minta ko 25 years ko do nyen fong hapot imankele number 1 number 2 gamtel na national infrastructure mi alon ko nte ko man sakunda fong le gamtel bula filter because near company ta mi alon ko what gamtel went through during Jamela time itata through me I was the reason why I Gamtel advocate because I worked for Gamtel for almost from 2009 for 2013 when I left this country. So almost 8 years. I know Gamtel. But second company tata through everything la. Instead of yene ebu dunga koto, iko alte julutala, alte lontala, ntolfanan tal makoila, alla system obe obsolete tale, hani billing system talbulu, but we expect you to make money. How are you going to make money? How are they going to compete? Yebule fata. And then iko imantara kudo make kang imam values to kotake sa iko ikane wafile ni kana gamsel wafile gamtel la only infrastructure min ka tine ka han salary jo olon gam fibat iko ba boni lebulu yake a private company everything mi alon ko musanoleti iba privatize ka that makes me so scared nita the airport odo handling service Gambia International Airlines GIA ila main fen community ground handling your ground handling fananta ya outsourced to other people GIA makalam tafa. You look at all of these, all of our infrastructure, all of our national assets.
Well, yalon kakulke without the relevant institutions or relevant ministry kakulu ato maybe manke kukutati but dolu some heads of institutions and some other people will can resist like of contestant na nyiye kenna dilato or mamba kalama but yalo kabri bridge ofenke ngafo man ka ba account ka ko hey yalla dilatale ya taile yalla dilatale ya taile kaduko apart from anything it be lankang jolale ado ne taile roke ot mole kallan kangjo mare ko hani aman taile wo was it the hand for administrative charges and so forth what was that supposed to be
Yeah.
you know but adoba to niko kama dlame yar mo ka mankate but ngadi ya katin dinye ya namurundima it ko understand but dlame yalon ka ko abe katri tanotan tal abe kudo bonla muni adne body la ngalong ka foko ye some political African Development Bank la president Natinu Janto and to glorify the transaction kaitan mo ka ko nyanta kala and so for although he spoke on agriculture but ofane no kana ka nyandi gambe ko nyadi la ka ko na men ka da nyanya tele bari o ma nyandi yen assessment na jiki fengto yoleta ya taile Africa 50 ma wol nyaaje wol batale bela ko do kala jeedo ye fenne jewto melo ka ko abena fala adum fanal dum no fe jel melo ka ko bona fa kala mun na falta a operate la nam fanna fala usike no le ferry service ni
ferry man so ñu wato
ferry service ni not long time ago lomo nyanta wala ko jubel natra de asiro sa long time ago le nyanto jubel man nyanda kala ka ko bi yim ferry yata fo albreda lomba fo jufre lomba ay changoto o yakene mo le wuli manta benta amanta fanka sokono bari ka wafi roke really ni meta falan I remember kabrimbe cabinet e gamtela ko fontel tani modo ana honorable alamane man ka farkalay you know I'm a very objective person honorable barraju excellence honorable barraju you know international bentel ko na ñim asset ñi at least there are some security implications for Nigeria.
Of course.
Kana ñim wafi
national security
de menkala nga jube ala ko nyanta régler la ñame banko sina faso to ba ni ko ni awafi be fonko be you may even be compromising your security at least until lemen ñolu nga jawonya for kabri problem also with the gateway billing system ni me ya ko ni ya franchise melia kabri yo bulo muta gamtal ka billing kendo la number they were not able to do their billing and send their bills on time. It's all because it was being externally controlled. So near wife fana and the security kolu it can be compromised. National phone service provider nyinte boy at least the gateway Italy control.
But you liberalize it.
Italy control. Boy. I mean, liberalization maybe there might be but then you cannot sign.
Prepare them for it.
Yake watu me yalon kavuko yafana lonely on a pedestal me yalon kavuko in terms of equipment, in terms of service, and you also compete no. What more is now liberalized. Kaduko ni other GSM's operation will be done. We also want them also to survive.
Of course. They're doing well.
So membela ku business no stambala nyado, we want that to happen. But that should not be at the expense of the national of the national institution. Shouldn't be at the expense at all. So can you wafiro kete to even talk about it? For me, it's a manyan nakela at all. Na ports for me anyanta ramanso kunabule that port was performing well. What more pacham nyol bijeto mod genyol bijeto we're doing very, very well, and our natural harbor is the best is the best in West Africa. So what do you need? What do you need to do is just to expand the facilities. As basically no killing tinyadi le. Look, ni jita Senegal for Gambia labor wala betala jeta ba. Motol mel be fangal pikla je Gambia motol lomba. Service member provider ja opita inte Gambia la ranke so o manke kumati. Really, it's not. I don't know how ports operate, but that, from logical thinking, that cannot be correct. Because na dock workers nyol ni family na dock workers nyol katra jeto, wala kabane ne fam jita daka Senegal Gambian dock workers nyol katra jet ba. So our people are losing on every aspect.
Thinking about losing on every aspect, you Minister of Information, your press conference organized, and a lot of things were said, but I think one thing Ming was very alarming to me was the Minister of Trade, ako basic commodities have been stable in this country for the past months. I'm thinking, what market does he go?
Absolutely.
That is different from mine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ntenga mano sa minna karisa bakoma.
Absolutely.
Aninga sa mbi mina mankili.
Absolutely.
Sukurupoto santa minna karisa bakoma nun bi. And you know, sometimes it's like an insult to our intelligence when you hear stuff like this. Kafoko fengol da is stable in a fengol da man kolea. Mbota sunkaro kon. I'm sure you, like me and every other person, sunkaro ni natanka, you know, we have to give our people, our family and friends, sunkaro ni everything. Banko fengol daba kolearen. Is it just us, or is it a different market that we go to with everybody?
I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of mad sort of fun.
Oh.
Yalo finance you know. But during the sunkaro, advert doja, yona.
Yeah.
For Ramadan,
yeah,
so many percentage of discount.
Discount, yeah.
But they have done that only for Ramadan.
Yes.
So after Ramadan, akasam menenu, they'll go
back to
that.
Yeah. Because
so
they want to, people like companies like you know want to make it affordable.
Affordable.
For people.
So natara kafuko or reduction kata in the month of Ramadan, that does not mean kafu wale fana bekere speech na. I melt as examples. Jabo. Ani pompitero. Manjabo bar pompitero. Mo jolle ka ndela santoto. Mo jolle dabe pompitero kuto. Idabe man kuolto. Tulo. Anin jabo. Idabe wolle to. But pompitero maf ko mol buka penkijeto de. But it's not in demand. Bolon kono. Asmano. So nimbe kole afola kamano lefo. Nka tulo lefo. Nka subo lefo. Nka yew lefo. Mola de mormantra do pompitero kande. Yeah. Man sort at all. Oto nintala keta oto. And even before Ramadan, jabola funk aka fluctuate.
Yeah. Hani pompitero.
Aka fluctuate.
Yeah.
Akaji akasele.
Sunkaro kabrana kumasi asango asele tal.
Wo is not an indication kavoko is price stability. Kat wato dolu because of scarcity in the market. Especially ngoja jaboto no. Jaboto no for 1,350 because of scarcity in the market. Yeah. But kabuni local production fenkete maybe I have fenkete, but that is not permanent.
It's not permanent.
So local production no for dropped. Wato the imported funko ni wala prices will be going up because the demands on jabo will increase. Because there's price stability, it must maintain general katata for 1 year. 1 year plus.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely there's stability, price stability into. And price stability means sort no meant to kende kajando na currency nying. Na currency nying regulate not. Yeah. Abuka fluctuate because it's been increasing from the dollar rate of the pound.
The dollar, we are 15, I think 16% against the dollar. The CFA, the pound sterling, all major currencies.
So I don't come very important items, we pay through foreign currency. So natra na dollar so mam baraka, honeybee, kolea damano. But menkan njakal wato do olam ka kone ko ha dunia betene membe Senegal manken tela problem di ntela problem men ben tela janda wala mutela solve la nyami wala mutela problem di na masa kuna sini wala kavu ko men mutela hajo de ayoto wala kana fanya ko ni be Senegal kana fanya be Nigeria
Nia jube OIC mojama ko ni OIC nata kujama nyanta falina bankoka because ni Senegal je ile ni silo ni fem ko le min besoto ya soto OIC ni nakon B OIC kana ngasila ni ma dol soto bari nia je bimbe ni interview ke kan jang is because kuro mo soto ndola office for the past 2 days kuro bokosto na power banko be exhausta mando ko keno we had to kasawun kana jang even just to have a show. OIC is in just few days. Alpha Bal Nyantanala. Hotel number 1, Mia Lonko. Ya Minyantalola, Mr. Cham Nala Grupo. Hotel Cabrin Baroy Belora La Fobi. Hotel Danta Walter Fobi. Ika Cordale Luas Luntan Yantaladami. silo dol mon pare han sa last minute do ko keri ichi kita ko OIC lafta la nyame because you were one time the chairman of the committee, right, when you were vice president. Ya mira lafta la nu nyame nyanta min achieve la no OIC to ba sotola tonya nga conference kuto soto conference hall soto silo dol de data sa ko airport silo kata janawol be de data and in some feeder roads for be de kanne bari ya mira ko of course Senegal be silo in front to Bruce to be on table ya mira ko nyanta min be soto no OIC soto nga soto are we prepared enough to welcome the Prince of Saudi, the King of Morocco, all of these Kuwait ni Alpha Bal, are we prepared to welcome them on the 4th, 5th?
Well, Chief Executive Officer and the Communications Officer at OIC, Mr. Diba and Mr. Fadera, liman yan nyina kafoko, obe bitala nyama, adung bela fila wala bake, aita anyama, Gambian Kolu, yebe yillari mema o yen lahid mena wakala kadu dalila that ning lamin sane bay lamin job yaita dunia kono bakele pour ñu OIC conference ko la pour ka mako ro ni so ni atubenta kita nyama afuta nyawo nyama ina sa mfata nakata ninkata jeto no
yes
also as chairman of the OIC, the local Fonkoje, as chairman of that for a short period though. No kuma killing for the kuma kata killing kijele. So na kita nyama. Ma for mo isma bani sava ko Allah ya rafa no lafta mena no akita. The one thing me alan kaf kadamera menyanta concentration nyanta kilamenka. The accommodation, concentration, nyanta kila wat come back and Bao is a 2-day conference. Nying Mazaki Olmel Binala, you don't expect them to go beyond Senegambia. So the road infrastructure, first class road, everything, up to Senegambia. There is good accommodation for them also. But the way things are, delegation will be nale. But ngaji ki juman men ni men binada. The who is who.
The who is who.
Mela vla sikarin water. Mela sikarin water. Kadu akana mo tereng natara na airport because very busy because ibe ilala Senegal kana meeting la jando yeta
oto kam to benefit on toni Senegal le batala
well it's not as can
it's possible
as can ole you know kadu ngay fo ngamitel kabrinte be akol kono ngay ko from the port in Banjul Independence Drive Kana up to Battle Hardin, maybe Slakeno Nyanda because it is not impossible. Kavo konying Arab Mansolo, Yanela Kulumula, Yakoste Bakono. Ibukadela Bakono. But with Slakeno, was at a sort of Cabo Banjunokono. Kana Fajan. Baby dwell in a Kavoko, a conference is successful. Got Nakata Gambela to Dialomat. Gambela to Diabadam. But the level of representation, I'm not sure for Najik Laftai Kenyame, I'm not sure for Aikawanya. Maybe Laftai Kewanya. You know, we want the Ninki Salman Fangman Nano. The Crown Prince want the Crown Prince to be. The Kuwait, Lamanso, Qatar, you know, all those places, you know, and Morocco. Also in Africa, Janto, you know, Nigeria, and all those places. Laftai Lamansoli, and I just cannot get representatives. Kaduko ni la bank nyaton kol nada, wale banko fanang kuliandila. Adun at least ni nada fanang, yamwe nation, the ripple effect of it. You know, adoba han marba wa fila fang si fendi so you know, and ngaja kavoko ebe forum dole fenke kang investment forum. Yeah, I think that is really great. You know, if I was still foreign minister or even chairman of Funkam, Benin Minister of Finance, you know, for that investment forum, ma enko ila kamenfa. Nying banko ni Arab banko nying Funkamalu. Yeah. Indonesia, Malaysia, all these Bankamalu, Saudi Arabia, you know, ila wealth. Yeah. Yeah, be put together $1 billion jolly. And Najibe wo billion membebo ni Muslim banku ningil kono. Yama joleka invest. Banko to Melboko, Gambia. The majority of them are Muslims. So I don't cannot kafo nyunkono to damana. Barangata fa financial jeto. Jani ibitala, mbafle janal bitala. Albeni ko ba betala. Albasa bala France. Albasa bala America. Alnyim banko nding jube. Me yalon kafko nali yaki jeto. Aske modelty. But then be na Minister of Finance ba in kafko your study to get the figures. You know, and in fact, yeah, any figures and yeah compared to a low bear, it can join like a Gambia. Among Kenya kafko ni banasa lo batala, ye saji kemen lul nado saji wuli lul nat mole ko janja molte ma no. And yet the time it kuya kema yano kafu ko le banko ni sabana. You know, like Saudi ambassador ngam kaf kada kawa ko afokiye ay hotelo lo janto. Kafu ko ngam ko swala. Lafta wona fasi falo ngeso to. But I'm happy kafu ko there's this investment forum that going on, and I hope kafu ko make more fala nyoy jele. Akanaka diplomatic language. Nak more fo nole musme bankolo alinga nyatli nyola. Manyo makoy, you know, niaje mbafule ko makoy atembule ba niye ku kenye fo me yaron kaf kon silo no mfang singlale ntine ya dando la kotenga wala nyanta.
Now talking about still in the foreign relations, Senegal la President Kuto la first foreign trip ba keka Mauritania na bata sibitulonga bina Gambia. Gambia and Senegal team obviously has always been cordial in the past 7 years because Macky Sall and President Barrow team was very, very cordial. Benefit Jamal Soto Bankufulo team. I said this, I think, with Dr. Bagajigo and Dr. Lamin Mane and even Laris. So we looked at it critically. I said, Nidom Tanti, what I mean, the campaign working, put Gambia is in Senegal relationship, your policies will jube, trade agreements will jube, ya jube, all of these potential candidates, because obviously being alone, it was between Amadouba and Jomai. Nga jube, munong Amadouba la policies towards Gambia, munong Jomai la policies towards Gambia, and now Jomai is coming to the Gambia. Now, I believe, I was talking to a colleague journalist, Mustafa, the other day, and we were looking at Gambia and Senegal trade agreements. To be honest, we don't benefit anything between those agreements.
Well, Gambia man nasona kutenga kavoka iko client Senegal la client. Okay. Manya nasona wala kutenga.
Bisa na umingi na simple than relationship oto.
Adu ngamira kavoko. Yeah. Jomai with la mentor. Yeah. Osman. Yeah. Yeah, man. In the Pan-African spirit me ya soto, that clientele relationship is a son would be of mutual benefits to the two countries.
But that has to come from us. Yeah. That is my argument. My argument is,
I agree.
These people are nationalistic. So this Jomai and Usman, their belief is nationalistic.
Let me tell you one thing. Y'all know you meme for Maki about me because he's too nationalistic.
You are too nationalistic.
I'm not nationalistic, I'm patriotic.
You're patriotic, yes.
But if you translate my patriotism to nationalism,
fine.
Be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all a national approach. They believe in Momwita Mintiata. Yeah. That's why they want to review all their agreements with France. even with all the difficulties, that's what they want to do, and they will do it.
Yeah.
Ntolu, knowing ko nyula posture unity, what should be our position, knowing ko we are going to have new trade agreements?
No, but that is to say, we are also there is also a new government in Gambia. But the present government in Gambia believes that those agreements are in the best interest of Gambia. Well, and they got into it. So for them to ask for a review of it, Mafata Kenwala de Barazi Kolea, and maybe at the next interministerial meeting, things can crop up. And then people say, let us look at this at first. Let's look at this at first. But agreements, they are up for reviews. So you can come up with new things, with new ideas. Believe in Kavako. In Melba Fenkana, you all believe Kavako, no advantage should be taken of another partner. That we are equally, no client relationship. Yeah. What's the key knowledge? But government initiate to say, look, we want to review that, because if I fancy it, and they thought that this was the best thing for the Gambia, which is different from Usman and Jomai. Because these agreements, when there's some international organizations or with that institution, it's not in the interest of Senegal. So we want to have them reviewed. We will have them reviewed. It's quite different. We have never complained. At least the government has never complained.
But would this not be an opportunity to go back and say, look, I think it's the time to look at some of these trade agreements. For example,
I agree. But coming for maybe a new government is okay now.
Up to 2026,
maybe a new government is going to come. Current government of Canada would ask, but why? Munano, you didn't raise that issue with when Maki was president. Why do you have to raise that with us? Yeah. So what problem on it? Anyanta kelale. And Tonya Gambia in Senegal, intelum bakilim fakilente. Yeah, bakilim fakilinglo. Wala kera korda soto dobe jando bari ila korda membe ila korda yirwan la ikole ke alla bakilin fakili yabu ka kendi ikoto wala doko la korda wabe montela zanto ebe itata wado wabe jila duma do fara don kaf konte la bakilin fakilani mamiro mun relationship ni Senegal tema adu nyanta tonya ko kuma yanu kafka abe kairo le sabatin la ni banku fulol tema ngaka wota mandela te par akana ke nyenti mandikol kamen fo so kana nyofa nyokana sofa anyanta kala walde
misala sanga na UDP iko NPP la nyaku ka fa nyaku ngabele ka fo le nyaku ko yalo NPP ko nyaku le soto nyankulo mbafo nyaku ni alon ko ikatu fitirola dorong ikatu kelola bari ngabra nyakunyi iko modole tata no ndo ngabra kawo jato dum sankare to dum fenge abenu UDP la bay sankare akafu nyaku man soto ja nyaku bari NPP la nyakunyi mimbe NPP ikaba la pati ko na la pati mutal karab mala juma tata mali bari nyaku ala pati mutal now UDP ya nyakulong modo ya fanya bakara ko nyakulong yes ko nyakulong nyako that's the right word. Now the United Democratic Party is one of the few, let's say maybe the only political party, or with MP of course with Doi and Mama Kandefanang, Mialonko is always out there holding government accountable. What is the president? Baro finde jana akwela press conference osiata. What?
Anyeza mbebe nyoka nimena ka press conference.
Wato buka woke de barsa ne kake, right? And you guys have done that very well. You have participated and always raised questions and concerns about issues minketa. But recently, it seems like Patiobe fallen off track. More ordinary party members will mean all the time they're raising questions about issues mimbe ke kan banko kan imake ngamin jawolong patio damma aldo dammalu executive members elected or nominated members the malni ni ndolbe kumo faila nyoka. So at this point, be social media what is going on? What is happening? Why is that? I mean, mujama ko senda bona di amta mol ibe kabulale. But it seems like you're losing grip. What is happening?
Well, let me say I follow Dalta Menkala. To hold government accountable, hand me back.
Hani atalatal de, Mr.
Hand me
atalatal de. Hand
me back. Hand me back. Kane. Ya long. Iko monotony. Fem kung fata. Monotony. Iko avoid le. Lolu. Ibaka. Lolu. Hani.
But Mr. Da, opposition
no.
Because every single day, this government is giving us the reason why you should speak up. Every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Nanyu iya message.
Ha ngo mo lang sa telephone.
Nanyu iya message.
Ha.
Yeah. And before then, in February, after the so-called dialogue, the reactions you'll make.
Yeah.
And Mane, Larry, and
Dr. Mane, of course, yes.
They have been there constantly. So really. Can I have a be daring nil fele. Man dia fe adunten de no la fe. Eko UDP. Alhamdulillah. Nyabo kafo. Mobe ka hamme kule kono nyabo kafo kono. Mobe laftale. Be UDP. In fact, UDP, dafa han NPP, ilaftale ko UDP benyame ya kewonya.
One thing, nse fono UDP, hani ni benyola social media, beka kafunyola le be nana. But be woman tracker in social media.
Well, and then ke social media fankwati, but come here for, kolon kafuko, kafo membuko UDP. Be kamben. Kuto, like say, nyanta kala leader te. What fair? What a fair? Ngaja la dunia kara kote Bill, Hillary ning Obama la fonko. Trump nala opponents nyolo. People of the same party. For Trump Cruz, farmer Cruz kakumaja olfa, and Cruz nata kumova tiol. Biological liar, call be fanke. Within the same party. But when time came, Kafoko, Ben common opponent le Friska, everybody fell in line.
But do you know, there is a time, sometimes things cannot repair. Hillary Clinton ning Bernie Sanders la time.
Yeah.
It was so bad to the point called Imang Hill no properly, and that cost Hillary the election. So sometimes division of Dolu, Ibuka fall in place. And at this point,
that was Hillary against Trump. But remember, when both Hillary and Obama were running for Democratic nomination, there was a lot of bad blood between them.
Yeah.
And the same thing within the Republican Party. Yeah. But when it came to facing a common, I wouldn't say enemy, but a common opponent.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz forgot about all those horrible things Trump said about his father and pushed for the Trump elections. And they succeeded.
But some divisions are not repairable. When Hillary ran against... Bernie Sanders, right? And Bernie Sanders believed, and other supporters believed, they robbed him of the nomination and gave it to Hillary because of her status, because of the party establishment layer support. Yeah. And Bernie has the young people and the energized population. Yeah. When they believe division that's why that was one of the reasons why the party was not divided behind Hillary. And that was one of the reasons why she lost the election against Trump.
Well, but then there is no division in UDP.
How can division of jail?
It's an imagined division.
Mr. Darboe, division of jail.
And imagine, let me tell you.
Elected officials.
Elected
official from the Maltema. Mayor ni council, mayor ni chairman ol tema. Mantara kozire.
Mayor ni chairman.
Ila chairman ol nila mayor. Ila chairman ol nila mayor min be sirin ira amang correct there.
Well, let me say then I am very much in the dark. About UDP because I am so informed about my party. There is absolutely no division between Yankuba and other chairman. There's absolutely no division between Talib and other chairman. Honey. There's absolutely no division between Rohi and other chairman.
Mayor chairman. Is everything okay?
As far as everything is okay. You have different views, and that is healthy in any democratic setup. You must have different views. I believe this Kafko Konya Takelende, you believe Kafka Manyana Kelonya. That doesn't mean Kafoko, there is division. If we do not allow that, then we should cease to call ourselves the the Democratic Party that we are. Because you want everybody to think alike, that will be like robots. And that cannot happen.
Who is trying to hijack the party from you?
Nobody is trying
They are trying to hijack the party from Ousainu Darboe. Who is trying to hijack the party from you?
Maybe.
Is it Taliban Suda? Because that's what they are saying. I'm going to understand.
Well, okay,
is that true?
Well, if they think it's Taliban Suda, as far as I know, nobody. As far as I know, nobody is trying to hijack the United Democratic Party from me. And I have said categorically, Kafoko, I am the leader of the United Democratic Party now.
Until 2026?
Until 2026, I am the leader of the United Democratic Party. Let me just say that. So there could be no issue of really taking up the leadership of the party. Of course, the Congress will be held before 2026. Okay. You know, and then a new leader elected. Look, in 2018, when I felt that Kafoko Barrow wanted to hijack UDP, I stood up.
Yes.
Now for more
Congress.
Now for more. So if Guy Kafoko more laughter to hijack UDP, I will stand up. Low seat and no Kafoko president. So it's all these things are imaginary, and let me tell you this: some of these things, is being stoked by people who do not belong to our party. And nimme aje kabo ko ha yaru Ousainu Darboe na lo to ganyel because Ousainu Darboe ila silandati.
But Mr. Darboe, I want to come there. I saw that you said that one time kafoko molmi mantrala party to wole after leadership change. But I see people within your party who are championing this. And even if, for example, the mayor ko mole after ka ila party hijack, and obviously ko ni wo Kerr Fatou, right? But I see prominent people. Even when I interviewed Larry Cisse on my show last time, I went back and forth with him. You know me, I'm Darboe all day, any day. Everybody knows that. I'm not UDP, but I'm Ousainu Darboe. But I think it's time to change. And he was like, no, we are not changing. He's our candidate. And he gave examples. But one thing he said to me that I could not forget. Ako, ning any day, Mr. Darboe nga tombo, most of these people, and they will go and form their own party.
No, well,
do you believe something like that will happen?
Fatura, let me tell you this thing. UDP kono. Moti jeto. Me yalon kafko will branch off. Mambala nyina de kafko ite active la. Osi kienole. But moment fana yalon kafko at active la do molba sutele to. Hani monje in the leadership of the party. And when I call leadership of the party, I mean those who are members of the Central Committee and those who are members of the National Executive. Katuko, nothing, you'll be easily spotted out. And B, really, Femfembe na UDP kono, ikai fan tankan dimena, ono mole bulo chodila. Kavuko nying, bakuri ya kuota mandeka. Femfembe na party wa kunyendo. So this is really, is wayanomu, and meli alon kafoko ntanolo ikafan I know 3 or 4 people. I don't have to. I don't more to offer. Melalan kafoko. What will enterprise there? How calling anything? They think they're doing that. It be discord like a tema. And certainly, some people buy into it. And when they buy into it, they come out and become uncharitable.
Are you concerned the level of discord though?
No, there's the level that what would concern me, level of discord that would concern me is discord at the grassroots level. That is what would concern me. But what among members of the executives, some of whom are kavoko and beyond lamen more me long. What worry? Discord at grassroots level, yes, that certainly can worry me, and that is not there. Throughout, in fact, Tata Salome na Bolonko, no? I was amazed, 8 o'clock, people cross over from the other side of the Central River region to come and meet me in Bansang. Tell Ben Noleto and Lavtetelela to run as the president obey party wala executive level. Adu wanyada tala party wala executive level. Nim party wala executive Ousainu Darboe tombong. Ousainu Darboe lola. Nim party wala executive.
Process. Let's look at the process. A UDP ka flag bearer select nyadile. I know when it comes to the Secretary General and party leader, obviously Congress la select, and you and your executive will go up to 2026, beyond 2026. So that is clear. So left the middle London. UDP ka flag bearer select nyadile B ning 2026 election okana. What is the process like?
They open up an application. People who are interested
apply. And who vets and select? Who are the selectors? Is it the executive or the national?
The national executive.
National executive.
The national executive. Okay. National executive selects. I mean,
is it open voting or closed voting?
Well, it's voting by a secret ballot.
Secret ballot.
Secret ballot.
Okay.
Yeah, you vote by secret ballot. And of course, you will, you put in your application, give reason why you want to contest, and then at the Funko, when at the selection process, because you want to have unity, you don't want to cause, any Funko frictions here and there. You try to compromise, but if that is not possible, then you vote.
Mr. Molko, ila recent interviews, not interview, I think it was audio, olong ngamra oli kam fatal demandinde olong Mr. Darboe jadi from our voice he phone call nako biode bi dawa kunda be nata ya
ngamra hakole be kamata so I have to from side kulu hakonye kana na
but model ko ila pronouncement, because sometimes femodo be near for statement killing can mean a lot. When you said ko nyin diningol be rohilo talib yankuba nyunu be mote dama la nyinna ite dama nintel yanza meaning ko nite be ronna mote dama
ko ngajiki
already. Mr. Darboe, you are scaring them off.
I'm not scaring them
already. You are making them ko nite lafta modo manyana la fila mo and that itself is not democratic, because Mr. Darboe lafta bi facture se bono la kom fana lafta challenge la but yalla ni wo hilo lafta ya lafta talib lafta ite wo fo ba he ni Mr. Darboe jente lo ne democratic
ngofo nalo ne itel bela thinking momenti
yola foi bang foi la thinking
nalo ne la thinking momenti adu nalo na fana ifal fana lu be killing na me vakavo ko ita tanyi na ntanganyi ni ba nida tijeto ni fatu lebe yosabala lalde.
It brings me to the big question, and I honestly
I
want a straight answer to this, Mr. Darboe. Are you running for 2026 presidential election?
yalo ko membe kala sanji fula
hani
nyaata
misala hani yalo nyine be ko be solfla
ko membe
mbe
kala
ni
sanji
problème min be kono kono hilole lafita talib le lafita yankuba dabo fanal lafita le lamin sane fanal lafita le amadou sane fanal lafita fatou fanal lafita abe min ba solfla is Mr. Darboe run inga niyo bijele pour kallo 2026
quand même for Fatou and I think nana nga nyem foyle
yeah
adum be sayla wala kan ko xamé UDP bi memu na dokote wolon parti o nyen ka jidinde parti ala political fortunes nyol call increase xamé adum parti nyen is what we want to promote not the individual, although individual it can be relevant,
yeah,
but then party really should be the priority. So mbodoko mbole keka ni watu sita kona administrative member ni watu sita open up, then I'll take a decision. And yalong in situation odo nebe decision tala jeto cannot be a one-man decision. Cannot be a one-man decision. Just as we do now, manka one-man decision. One-man decision. I'll have to do consultations with my family. I'll have to do consultations with my close friends, some of my close friends, and even within the executive, I'll have to do some consultation with some of them. So it cannot be a one-man decision. So for me, no, cannot be. Because being in Komelola, then in consultations, because we don't think it's a good idea. So I'll pay heed to that. Just as I paid heed to women and Meduna Kono. Of course, just I paid heed to it. Mindu na kafoko hanin telola. The consultants no, that's not a good. You have to you tell a contest because of this and because of that reason. So really, kasi kafoko mbelola la ontelola. Honey, ntoko bebe do ko kala pati oni. Ngam mem fo no ko modonko kafoko ni telafta ni tek wol fan le afenke. In fact, some of them ya you kafoko nyanta bulala nyono manyame ka be fo, but so wale atinne no fa man kanye de kafoko I was going to scare anybody na kele kafoko at least na londo futatamento from them and yari mune atinna bi ibafula kafoko malrock malikulu mune bafko talib mune bafula ko laminsane yankuba and so forth. It's because of like unique political positions nyolo about regional melto yama ini membe diam kanjana pata.
Yeah.
Pata is a presidential material.
No, I will not vote for Pata.
Well, you will not vote for him, but I can vote for him.
Who will vote for Pata? I will not vote for Pata. He wants to be chief of staff, though.
Yeah.
Chief of staff.
Come on, Pata.
Yes.
Pata is president because Bao already, Supreme Court ruling kele kavoko member banta.
Yeah.
You should not be prevented from contest. So you really have a lot of other.
Yeah.
People outside of the Gambia, in the diaspora,
who can
they are presidential materials. Good people of character, intelligent people, hardworking people who love their country, probably more than me. So concentration is because of their unique political positions. Oh yes, they are potential candidates. You have over hundreds of them also in the diaspora.
And this is what I told Larry the other day. United Democratic Party. And I said this openly, and I think that's why I Kafanyemu UDP. But the fact of the matter is, Karanami be UDP kono. Ninga Larry Sisenati Warren Dr. Mane all the time, and all these people, more Kafanyeko, oh my God. I remember the first time I brought Dr. Mane, people were like, Nimbota Mintole, the kind of caliber of people, UDP Bulu, the kind of people, can go ahead and solidify your legacy as Seattle. But Molko, why does it have to be Darboe all these years? For the past, for senior Jelu Darboe long. Because he should continue to be the elder statesman he is for everything he has done for this country. What a erase Nola. But don't you think it's about time to to hand over. I'm going to hold that baby tight because that is my legacy. But in bad deal me and legacy sambano. Do you sit and think around that? And because at this point, you know, it looks like that is the thinking around even some of your loyal supporters. You look at even social media or you talk to these people, you can say, okay, but you know, I think it's about time. It's about time we look something else.
Yes, of course. You don't say it's about time. He don't say it's about time. Amansaya, and then enough now it's about time. But Jana Amansaya, it's about time. What I love for Alamansiala, Adasatale. But then, you have this pool of competent people.
Of course, a lot.
Within the party. And certainly, Fananga moja mali suti kono de. Fananga moja mali suti kono.
Yeah.
And I know more mel be suti kono. If fencing ketanole, and party will even be stronger. And Molu will stay in the party.
Yeah.
And really, konga fanyame, mantara patio nyina nyaton kayala, kavuko sayada manebe modla jet. No. No kata wato nadwal manjabi. Penyante kela wolong, yawe, ngaji, ada bekalale, ngaji, yawe, ngata si ngata dobo ngatil fulak ngatil sabake dobo ngate bansa ngata ngatil fulak
baroka ameleta khalifa yala sa
nkoto mal khalifa yala adu alhamdulillah man alama nkoto ma alama banul alama melam fi janto because the ladab kunda kono wo bum adun jeto is the greatest honor for us. It's the greatest honor for us.
Yeah.
Mol tambitale Vama mandunjeto.
Wala bumbanyi.
Yes. Vama mandunjeto.
Yeah.
Barkado bumba fulol mel bijeto. Mfal so tamela kwa kumando lalu mabal lonna bari imandu wo bungli kono. Ni ale men harje dunta wo bung kono. Ntelia omuku balete. You know? In fact, bendembanyi men kasi jeto tel.
Yeah.
There's a place le bijeto. You know? Jaja video to nimbata jamang to sanka tongkong to jeto nga interview kadame tongkong bi jeto me yalon ka foko fonko bi jeto filfalo bi jeto kasembe menna yabe when we come yabe that's where I sit but when my brother is here that's where he sits. Then I sit next to him. Because bumbanye, and you have people that wakunda kono adowa melti sianti, but they cannot sit there because the mantra bumbanye. So it's the greatest honor for us. You know, the greatest honor for nimme ya meraka foko nyimuku rendende. Alhamdulillah. Wato memu antela joya miroto walonka foko kato toanyade ngakato ke duniale. Kadbi alhamdulillah. Isafole ko do adabo la ko mandianye bari lo adabo menke eto baynola ya ma so ngaji ke kafa ko bi nga dunia sotole dunia kontata dawoda ento bo fala jeto so bo dunia ngo sotle so nin alkiyama fana ya ma benyim palam benyim katal nyim palam fana dadadula lo fanante and I'm really I'm content about it. So ni retire no kata sidobo kata bata jama kata jama ni so ko ni fangata ngata bansang, you know, because there's the other family jeto fana, yeah? Just as mfakeba kakinyama. Yeah.
Mr. Darboe, every project has an ending, and at the end you either the project succeeds or it fails. UDP, the 22 years project, delivered Barrow in 2016. The biggest project management I have seen UDP ever do was 2021. I don't know if you can do that in 2016. I don't know if people are that energized for 2026. It failed in 2021. What makes you think of 2026 I'll be walking?
Okay, the mistakes in Melkata in 2021 will be avoided. And we'll have.
How are they going to be avoided? Number one,
because we'll not disclose those mistakes. We know what they are.
Alcohol voter registration.
We know what they are. Yeah, we know what they are. Yeah, it will not be repeated. Yeah, and new strategies will also come in. So it's going to be a mega project, different from 2021, and even different from 2026, because 2026 was really a combination of everything. But this one is just UDP functioning, and it will really be different. And you can see, in fact, before 2026, even this at 2024, some of the things that we'll be doing for 2026. Projects, mistakes will not happen again. Yeah.
Ngane mola ngani omanke pro ikana lose. But if UDP does not win the 2026 elections, Mr. Darboe, how bad is that going to be? Number one, for the country. Number two, for the party itself. What is remaining of the party? And who is going to pick up that pieces of the party? Now, 2021. After the election.
Yes. Now UDP, losing is Gambia losing. And Gambians don't want to lose. It's Gambia losing and Gambians don't want to lose. Atakala Gambian kola kotenki. Men happened in 2021. It's not going to happen again. Men geta moli ani misabaki. Men fata moli. Inat nana jikafoko obiya manke kusotrinte. I don't want to use language kotenki, but akafuka manke kumasotrinte. Gambian call ye fanjale sai. And then ko Gambian call femfe yalon kafuka to be on that register, whether legitimately or not.
Yeah.
Ye fanjale sai.
Hani minu man tamantare legitimately.
Hani me?
Because minu fongo tamantare
legitimately. Yeah, ibe ya realize.
Because obviously a video of somebody in Senegal min ko itola mole Gambian card so in front of the
ya realize kafako.
But wol man ke Gambian not.
Yes, wala nanko femfe to be registered into whether legitimately or not legitimately. Ibeya ajele adini msina kuola. And it will be reversed.
Government is powerful. Government have all the resources. Yesembo sotole moyang also to all the, and they control the register and all these things.
I agree. But for Makisal will be controlled in Senegal. But
the people were determined.
People are determined, and Gambians on South of Melian to be registered, they'll be determined.
Have you seen that determination in Gambians right now?
I've seen that determination. I have seen that determination. And of course, I remember, this I don't come on a platform also. Coming 2020, we have now group of UDP under 20, UDP under 18. Quite a huge number of all those people are now qualified to be registered at student supplementary registration. Very young people. But more in 2020, they were under 18. And we still keep track of them. We're still in touch with them. So we are going to get all those people registered. And of course, we'll also be more vigilant during the registration exercise. That I can say.
Because there's going to be another registration.
That's going supplementary registration. Yeah. That I can say. We're going to be more vigilant.
Did you think you guys were overconfident in 2021? Because everybody thought it was a done deal.
Well, yes. I mean, everybody thought we are going to win. Even Barrow believed that we are going to win. I mean, my colleague SFL, they said that Barrow was losing, UDP was winning, and he was coming second.
Yeah, he said that in my interview.
Yes, he said so. Now, the fraud cutter Dame, and we don't want to talk about it. Because if you do, they can devise, nefarious means to really block on phone call against that one. So we are not going to talk about it. This is, in fact, it's not even every member of National Executive will be no plan. There will be people outside of National Executive, Melbourne. Because it's information, this type of information, it should be on a basis of the need to know. If it's not your business, no, you wouldn't know it. And that is how we want to operate. And inshallah, Gambian Kolo, ilahamo, abekala 2026.
Darboe 2026?
Gambian Kolo hamo UDP.
Is it Darboe 2026?
Gambian Kolo hamo pour UDP.
Darboe 2026. Is it Darboe 2026?
UDP la Gambian Kolo after bena pour. Kadu yale koko. What would happen to Gambia and to UDP?
Yeah.
So really, Gambian Kolo
the reason why I asked that question.
Gambian Kolo left them in UDP, yeah. Wo obekala le 2026. Ko ndel bedo ko ke kamem pour UDP. So that ninga fatureta. Osatra parering lo. Now things will fall in for Fatou. Ninga Sambaleta, it will be the same thing.
Yeah.
So Kafako 2026 we are working for Fatou. Honey. 2026 we are working for UDP. Yeah.
And it's going to be Darboe 2026.
Anga for Nko, Darboe 2026 should not be something many Manko. For me to contest 2026, a decision does not lie with me alone. The consultations like
and that decision,
with my family, with my
will you consult
friends,
me? Because I also need to give an advice on that door.
with close friends and some members of the executive.
Okay.
Yeah. So Darboe 2026, don't follow no like I've got Darboe 2026. Oh no, it's not so. We had our consultations on more. Okay.
When do we expect that decision to come? When? We are 3 years into the election, 2.5 years now, right?
Yeah.
When do we expect that decision to come?
You expect that decision
to come?
Well, I think let us look at 2025, December 2025 or thereabouts.
December 20. What another 1 year?
Often the elections are supposed to be.
Yeah, election
November.
Project letter. You need to
no,
start.
but the UDP is the project. UDP is the project. Look, come for, and I think this is the reality. You sometimes have to be philosophical about these things.
Yeah.
Like 26 now I was in jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hope to go to jail. But Kufanesi Kenole, many don't come as in stop Nole from contesting the elections. And one of them is to be completely bedridden, with illness. Or the other extreme of it is Nesan Nabijantonu. So when you are philosophical about those things, so you should always predicate on those things.
No flow be man
no flow be man consultation with nyanta consultation.
It was strongly nyamin BB o kabringe je fonja haltal. It was strongly nyamin B and then it was strongly nyamin B and then alamana tanamanke kumanke 2026 was
consultation depends on the outcome.
Consultation I
the outcome of my consultation with the I wouldn't say the relevant people, but with the necessary people, and you could be part of them.
Well, I need to be consulted because I also need to give my opinion there, right? But Mr. Darboe, Kachadiata, it's always interesting to have a conversation with you. But I think it's important when it comes to UDP. But sometimes you see people fight until it falls in place. But that's a little, far when it comes to Ila Dimbaya. And, I one time, actually, Mamalom, Akonyala Mansabe Diala back, Katu Dimbaya be Alamoe Mobe Bakomale. And that's one unique thing that you have. Ila militant solo, ila family, UDP family. Hani minusiatet, niye min foreke ka to jail. And that's what everyone says, wale patio muta. But near some of these things, you mean ka kumotiling patiola. And women diam, even femfo. Do you think it can affect patiola unity? Because tonya nyuku bala patio kono nyuwato kono. Abele dunde nyoko. Mantara tulunga nyuku bota MPP la balia.
Abenya.
Balia nyuwato.
Wato mbatala ngafa yima.
Mantara tulunga bota MPP la balia.
Wato mbatala
ngafa. Ni tata pamane la WhatsApp audio to suto ni janinka la Kibaro network. Salute to pamane. That's my favorite place to go to at night. You listen to audios that are coming.
Yes.
No. Nyuku balia nyuwato.
Yes, mbatala le. Kafai at people. But the thing is that I want to laughter kanyim foko UDP calling it into back jai back. Ye hormone bunya men sotonyo. Kemen fo ram tonya te. Animal siatanye. Bafne baba Ousainu. Mel siatate. Muskunda ke kunda. War is really a great honor. And alhamdulillah ninge dani menda buke direct de ba ninge dani menda wo ikokele maybe 2-3 days time ado bato nyun kumoli te nyun konsif ado bato nyun wocho ado bato tamwe
ndamwe kote
ado bato jikita kafka ado bato tamwe na kutenke bao ndia mutale sinya kilin sinya fula and the first time in nga fenke yamwe call fenke te bari along konka memfo dole ka tradlato ka trying to stoke fires bari fenfe yalon ka fokon jikira ka fokon stoking fires kuma futate be male magic ka fokon be kana kutenke I can tell you that.
Yeah, I
don't really. Ikakele, not with the intention kavako, we don't want to cause harm. No. Doyake, amenya amake nyidano kavako, alafta kawali ole na atla pati okono. Alafta le, ala side of atala view momenti. You accept. But nak abake kanyaming. Well, I'm correct. I should persuade you to my own side. Ngakuwa mutanyame. I should persuade. But manya nakela in a way me yaron kafoko. I'm being aggressive. See, kadu wabe fankana. Yamwe nanata is UDP versus NPP. Ite wakuma kutemwejeto. UDP damana kaprujeto. Of course. Until after Faturella, more after. Dokani, until after.
Lift all of it. Because Fikino Betata Nata, Walla, don't buffalo.
Afghan Intamal Padre, Doko really, and Yantakela Sambujanete.
Atata Fikino from Betata Nata, Walla, Nin Dolko, Talif for 2026, Dolko, Munati Nalko for Baba for 2026. Fikino mostly Betata Nata. For more Minka or for my rights to opinion or Yafuba. I don't mean for Baba for president, for my opinion, rights to
the liberal minded people tell Ngone for Barbie to Yame, Benyo. Fenkala nyamin.
Yeah.
Walon cover for bete convince la nyame, you accept that for 2026. Or Yankuba for 2026. 2026, amanya na murula na. Whether that will be through a coalition or what? It's another burden, there's the belief it's not the one that is serving people. They don't be able to no. But they think that they are serving the people. So because of that, they could no. I mean, today I had the Minister of Environment.
Yeah.
Speaking so glowingly. But it doesn't surprise me, Abarino. Abarino. Speaking so glowingly. So for him, I didn't get another jet. Kavko tolerant. And so forth. Non-tolerance more. Ayakana UDP lekono. Kavko, that should be the quality of a leader. Ayakana UDP lekono. Ntelanga karanjala. Kavko the other sides no views no so tolerant. Ntelanga karanda in fact call advocate with ya jame kavko you have to accept. Until final views no you have to accept them. So ntelanga kulwala. so abentele ya
abatole ya baratul lafta bon la fana
bawo na kulu kudo molla ka corruption o kele nepotism ko mo be wo ayo jibonne sa ajiro falinta yeah and pour que me teran bal mel tala ka se pay boy wo teran bolle dada ka
alwole dada
yes bolle dada
andal jikita 2026 alba
inshallah
Mr. Damuni, the final message, especially to the UDP militants, mini along ko be jibero la nyinte me maningambe nolbe. Mune la message.
Gambianol melbe be jubero la be man fala UDP militants ñoo leen boole fele killing na politiko ko nga ñoo xor ma nga ñoo buñaaje ka denklile ko buña ma mensima do yaro ote silema in fact do yaro a be fondi la le ñanta men sotla so nga ñoo xor ma nga ñoo buña be man d'accord no adum beta d'accord no da mel ka fa ko biya adama ala le asindi al ngabula noma tel ni wolle den tan ko ya jamme falal ma ya jamme sindi jam tel bele bon tan ko ya jamme nyanta bola jam fo nyenetel ka ko ala le asindi ba sa dawda ala le asindi jam fo man kidota akama fo man ke jam kabru keta dol man son ya jamme ma woto nimben na nin kumol fala dukare ala alin kana kota ka dendende alala ala fonya ka fako ala nyim programme le betata ala nyim programme le betata pour yan convince pour nga ka fama bar ala ko dukara la ngo boni jota nin ngo ke do woto munafikol le ba ya jame ngo kele jana adu ala ko do ala le asini jeto anu ko ya jame ka menke nu yame ko dino la ko to iko ke menke o don tama agri ka fako it was genuine yeah I meant to poto jet abe gamol kala state house
yeah
you know ni mansa kunda mo ke adu ala kana ke ni mansa kunda yoke kadu ko ni mu secular state lete dina dunke olu ibunya in fact na dina alfa kan ko de ngi appreciate back nga for in one of my statement ko ni sunkaro mentamita ye doku back kamol na filende tafsirol ke ka kawandol ke kamol nyatel ni alala ka badiya ka badiya sabati din tema yo doko yake bake woto mbiyeten la wala mbe jada ala me imela nyaado nga jiko men soto elto yabe ala kano jiko ala kanatinya yabe barbitu la kumo dolu e ka karol bulera ko kaf ala ko nyeke nodanu barka ninko ba ko bet la bolo inta katokela manzakuru na be bulu o manso memel tulo la hajola e jikita le campagne ko ya bonde Sénégal fo fonte la musulman ya Sénégal ko da
hani
fo alal ma Macky Sall sidi je fo Sénégal ko ma bon hani Sénégal mor bu mbal be fo be man kafo o kuma si fali yo bondi na ko mor ko nes na je ngi continue ke kuliya kadu man la fi na dinyata natan kolo moye jutuna ya sambe kan ko kuto kabo surtout kabo politiko la karo itel mo molleti melan kaf ko na jik mo lomo ila ummanyin fula bije surwa bije manika bije UDP ka bije NPP ka bije GDC doye pati mo bele ba kono oto itel nyanta kumol fala ma yak ko kolke ma yak na kaf ko illa ummanyin bebe d'accord la ko mento ke bunya kan ba ne kuma fo af ko alman forin hani malaf weke benna be tent la bak be jale do ko men ke ane kafa gambe dingle ko ala nga ñoo horma nga ñoo buña UDP ko lo ala nga ñu son kafa ko na ñing kafo me yalon kafa ko kaf ñaaboring lomo intanolu lafte la kafo ko konna kafo be ñame al kana son ku yake na kafo kono memba ken la ñaabo membe na kafo kono o ñaabo ñaay bo jeeto quand même fo kabri 1996 fokana 2018 or 2020 UDP kankiling mone Ousainu Darboe ni kemi senjame ka kuma killing refo ka waka ton kata fo koina and ni ale momo ni bo mena pati yo nyam kono ibo sot la de wato alna kankili yake na pati yo kono kana song moli jelenna kana song moli ya foka ko ye na yila nyamba kan so moli ya foka ko sulu saji malum karte wanga men fo alin kana nyotum mo kana motumi mo kana motumi ye la rening moje memu doyin koti ya mira kafo ko nyimbe lafta jam fale kala hani hanara la lafta bola UDP kata party ko tenka ala right lo moti mo manyan afese la wala yama msis nyine fo kafo ko la rede ay même fo kununda ni mbia même fo kan de kilinte so fo no bari kana afese ala right le yama ni rohi loko ala kata flag bearate ala right lam pati yokono asa yitandi no le hormone bunya kono bari kana rohi lo tumi ko ala kata flag bearate ayata dum amafo ayata dum amafo adan tonyati jedo kana talib tubi ka kala flag bearate we ayata tonyati jedo no tuma al ngobula do na pati yo we are good for everything.
Good for everything.
Adu ngaji kafako onyo tu monye o bala jeto. Then na other people nyolu ala lan kafako na activist nyolu muite. Ya ba. Alen kana kamfa mo kama.
Mimbe kondingo sisla jada mabe jibero la jan.
Yo sisla.
Mfo dingo.
Yalo sisla watu sisla nyo akakandila akakandila.
Akakandila do.
Mabla sisla ko ayeji
I tampa down the one. Okay. Good.
Makamen kavako. Kabri Manchester ngola fanka ko tampa down no. Mol kasabana.
Ha. Ay mol nati.
Mol sabana yana kafema. Kan moja male kela moila. So mol sabana yana kafema. Ya moya. And na other media outlets nyolu when tafuna na other media outlets but other media outlets melan kavako the sympathetic sort of permanent nyola kibaro
network
almol sabandina
UDP sehu serili afela jang ala ila fenko
almol sabana yana mol
online UDP online
that's right ya mol sabana
hanim fode jawla
wol be ñing Facebook men ka fanke ay ke Facebook programs ñolti belba UDP sabala nanka akana ke Facebook programs melan ka fako e ben dammal be ñoo jabila akana ko Facebook program de kado wo katin nale be ñinala agenda ñinna ka concentrate on agenda me ka amman nafa soto so melbe ka Facebook live ñol ñelke ya ke small sabarangte e kana ke face life me yalon ka fuko abe wocho na le damal tem
ngamo dolo ja ka funye ko alla congress pour nga yeni ka congress la bal janin ka congress ma jang ali fale stale sen ko ka tunte manta advertisement ko la le free akala spain congress ngaji le science modo ya safuja ko spain congress ngeni nen kawala bal janin ke ngeni kawala fo stale sen non te ko advertisement
mo membe ba jube kam please mo membe fonko jueka albe star sen
abanda dal star sen ni star sen da don se UDP congress fo
al star sen
congress kana ikata nyante tala ngaje your headline in the congress in uncle MB nyol Mamadou Coulibaly nyol and the diaspora they are coordinating this congress that is coming. It's in August, right?
August.
Yeah,
I think.
Is it going to be anything close to what happened in Seattle?
Is it 3rd of August?
I think it's on the 3rd. Is it going to be anything close to
on the 3rd of August? And I'm happy.
Seattle.
I'm happy.
Seattle Kenola.
I'm happy. 3rd of August. Because that is the Adam's birthday.
Oh yeah, Adam. Yes. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Adam's birthday. A day that I never miss. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So really, in convention member Kela in Spain is one of its kind.
Thank you, Sana Jaju, for the star. Yeah, thank you.
It's one of its kind.
Sana Job. Sorry. Yeah.
The Seattle convergence was great. What was confined to people in the United States and mainly from people in Seattle. But Ning is the diaspora.
Oh.
From Finland to Miami, to Angola,
Wow.
to Saudi Arabia, a Bele Binala, diaspora Bele Binala Jedo. So it's one of its kind. And the UDP dominance Ninkeno, because UDP la diaspora base, Patita Nyimbanko Kameya Soto. And it is a diaspora base Meyalon Kafoko is genuine. Mamanka Kafoko, Mol Meliano Kafoko, Inata to government. Yano moja mabe NPP. One manta mabe dabaru. One manta to baru to NPP de. Manta to baru. Would they have gone to government? Nimbaro te mansa kunda kone bajar would bebe yoxila de bebola jedo. You have work mol melan kafko welcome mansa kunda damane bayende. Ibukadum pati yokono. It was at NPP kona bag. Ngafula mandi ya moli moja mabe JB ibe NPP kwa hivyo yafaka wale vote against Barrow in 2016 iko Barrow tekela fenti janto. I mean, of course we know it's it's an open secret fabaka tombo nyato ko Barrow tekela fenti janto. It's an open secret ka for sitting jay ko Barrow tekela fenti janto. So one month will be in interested in government position, government will start to world. If I support me Ben Fanta for the Park Bakar ala his leader of APRC so I'm party but sitting jay. Well manta to NP what to government le. Wala bumbe si arin jeto. But UDP do mel baby jeto they are in UDP. Government plus mesa.
Wala mol bidaka na de.
Juma leta
sabal tata na
but daming but ko nga fanya ala constitutional right lo wote ni ko nyoko Mboj said kan tata because Mboj said kan 1996 do Mboj said kan be jeto wala keloke ka mobilization kin the diaspora for Barrow another molo so ni na tata there's no harm in that. Adu imali la right lo wato adu ntemut la kula wato nimme ya kumase ko nga fanya me Boy said ka nyodu Karamba Toure nyodu and those type of people Karafa Sonko nyodu and so forth. Then of course we start thinking look there's something really wrong with us nyanda ngam fanjube ngam fan koras ko tenke you know and nimme fanantata man we leave you, but Fana, you know, any opportunity to talk to you, we'll want you to come back. You know, if I have opportunity, I'll tell him to come back and I'll give him reason. So the best thing for Kana convince is to avoid meeting me.
He'll
come back.
And Abuka Balan Noble Day.
He'll come back. Dinding Candle, and so that's good for that. So, remember for the UDP World Cup, more boy Konomania na Kendi, Yamadi can ila enmity. Ibok more filama, no I can work. Kado ebina sulala malumene itolo no I mean ngajele busumbala bua nobody said anything bad about bua mama kumram fire but my sulata anata and really the conventional member kala in Spain it will be one of its kind nimbotala and all for but they don't have the capacity to organize such a thing. You know? They don't have the capacity because Melbourne they'll be relying on funding, on support from Barrow and other government. No, but none of those people are relying on me, on the party. No, they are not relying on me or the party. If found the pockets, very like and then it will be a mega fundraising, and then background with. A diaspora homecoming in December. A diaspora homecoming where we'll have a big gala and award night. You know, to be followed also by a diaspora events. A whole week of diaspora events.
Wow.
And this is really to keep our base energized, get funds raised legitimately, you know, from people who are not expecting any return from the party. The only thing they are looking forward is to have a change of government that will benefit the people of the Gambia. So ning fonko in fact Europe bafla European kafako ning fonko fota men koma ning Spain ning lung fota men koma. You will never see Scan again, maybe until next year.
She's watching.
No, binat nyol bitale.
She's coming?
From UK. From UK, binat nyol bitale.
Okay.
People are coming all the way from America. And then, apart from this event in Spain, I think we are going to have another one in Seattle.
In Seattle, okay.
Yeah, I mean to have the 2019 convergence repeated. And I hope Kafoko or Seattle event. I'm not sure if Jumalon invite her, but I hope again I'll have Rohi with me there because after Kabina Dina Fenke, at least from Konyi initiate, start a Kamko when $500. Then people started pledging. And then it was such a huge success. It was a huge success. But that is UDP right there. We are passionate about our party. We are supportive of our party. We just don't pay lip service to our party. Hani me alon kafoko itartam kono num. Ibota you always acknowledge the fact kafoko yes ni mu party leti me alon swal kamem fo den degu.
That commitment that you see in your militants, I always tell, when me and my friends, when we talk, we say, UDP, Pastef just reminds me of UDP in a connection, the grassroots, the ordinary people funding the party's activities. Feofeng UDP kake, ala militants on like support.
Yeah, I'm not sure. For instance, the one at the last night I attended in UK, London, London, Fonkonya, Pastef, the representative was there. And it was shortly after that UDP event, Pastef organized the final fundraising in Bristol, which was attended by our supporters. They also organized one in Sweden, attended by our supporters.
And Germany and all over in the US.
So nakol kamulia. And what I like about the UDP Molo, it came from Balile to support the party. This is and people call from they said this baro pays ticket or at least people from their party ticket to come and attend their events. We don't do that. People pay for their own tickets. And the Melco sponsoring, they are businessmen. And they are doing because they expect something in return. Na biros nyolo, yale ko be kibila ko kom tel balu kan lena. Yes. Telu na biros nyolo our own sweat. And akodo no businessman is sponsoring any of our bureaus or the construction of any of our bureaus. Will soon be very soon. We'll open a modest one in Quinala. Lamin cham da ko to jeto. Lamin
cham la sate. Hey, yamro obedulal. Campaign manager.
We'll be opening an great bureau there. But UDP diglo. Molera bure yol kafunyoma. Kabiro kalo. Unlike Italo. Baroko ko businessmen olo. Wale ala bureau lo. Alhamdulillah alama e continue ko kai. Thank
you very much, Mr. Darboe. Thank you very much for the stars. Sana Job, ila mole stars kile.
Star Jamal kile.
But album 5.2, album 5.2. Being a meme doje face to Twitter, that was so funny though. There's this guy Mick. I didn't know me along. I was hearing. I was hearing. I got that Kerr Fatou waiting for UDP to give them 5.2 million. That was so funny. I had to repost that on my Facebook. That was so funny. But yeah. Since I'm not getting the 5.2 from you guys, I need to get the stars.
You get
I'll get the stars. Thank you very much for sending stars. I think I see a lot of people sending humble Baba Mas, and all of you guys that send us stars. Thank you very much. And Mr. Darboe, thank you so much for coming and granting us this interview. And I think it's important that we have these conversations. Thank you very much. Abarakabak. And to you guys watching. Next week, inshallah, with another politician. Of course, we'll also have the Minister of Information next week, Thursday, on this platform. Until we come your way again, good night to you all. See you again.
We are happy to announce the launch of our new logo. We have evolved since our incorporation in 1997, and it is time to refresh our new look to reflect who we are today. Before I reveal our new look, however, walk with me while I take you through our journey of the last 25 years. Trust Bank was incorporated on July 3rd, 1997 and began operations on October 1st, 1997. Following the collapse of the parent company of its predecessor, Meridian, the CBG stepped in and recapitalized the bank and held the shares in trust, thus the name Trust Bank. In 1999, the first investors who responded to the IPO and paid $1.50 per share received their maiden dividend of 50 bututs per share. In 2000, the bank fully paid back its investment by declaring another dividend of $1.20 bututs per share, making it a cumulative dividend per share of $1.70, which was 20 bututs above the purchase price. Between 2002 to date, share capital has increased from $27 million to $200 million, indicating that the bank has grown organically by plowing back profits to increase capital while at the same time paying dividends to shareholders. The bank was listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange in November 2002, being the first ever cross-border listing in the sub-region. Now let's talk about awards. The bank was awarded the insignia of the National Order of the Republic of the Gambia, ORG, in the year 2010 by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia. During the past years, the bank has received so many national and international awards. Banker Magazine, 6 times. Global Finance, 6 times. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, 5 times. We began operations with 3 branches. Now, we have 18 branches and 20 ATMs and counting. On digital services, mobile app, check. Online banking, check. Transaction alerts, check. Watch this space. We've got more coming. Creating employment, yes, we've got that too. 400 and counting. And we take great care of our people too. Medical insurance, life insurance, private and state pensions, annual pilgrimages for both Muslims and Christians, training, yes, we do them all. One team, one family, one goal. That's the Trust Bank spirit. On corporate social responsibility, we have spent over $50 million in various causes. We care, and so we share. Over the years, we have paid over $1.6 billion to our shareholders, which translates to a whopping $20 per share and counting. Phenomenal returns for our shareholders who purchased at $1.50. Corporate taxes, over $1 billion is paid. Our journey started with a vision to create the kind of company that delivers quality services and innovative products with an inspired team dedicated to serving our customers, our environment, and our communities at large in the most caring manner. We remain fully committed to delivering excellent services to each of our stakeholders, customers, employees, shareholders, and partners. So, we remain true to who we have always been. As we look forward to greater achievements, we are rebranding to reflect who we are today and the future that we inspire. Our new logo has been designed to visually demonstrate our Gambian heritage and the sophisticated nature of the bank. We are moving away from the navy and gold-colored parallelogram-shaped logo to our baobab tree with a rising sun in the background. The striking outline of a baobab tree at sunrise is a familiar sight to anyone who has spent time in the Gambia. Our new logo and visual identity are inspired by our core values and spirit of being a pioneer in providing a unique banking experience. It is a completely new look that better matches the transformation we have made as a company. But we remain your Trust Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to present to you our new logo and corporate identity.